Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial we will work on a just lovely technique. I just show you this part and it's we will begin actually with a granny square and then we will transform it in these beautiful things. Now let me present you the yarn that I will work with, and I really highly recommend you this yarn. I will use it a lot for my next project because I thought it would be just a great yarn for home projects, home deck projects. And when I had it in my hands, I said, oh my gosh, this is not only for home projects. It's, as I like to call this kind of cotton, it's pure cotton, so it's not mercerized. Actually the name is natural cotton, and it's natural cotton, it is not mercerized. You can see the ply here. Okay, so it's like this. It's so soft, it's like silk, believe me. So it's like silk. And the colors are beautiful. It is to be worked with 4mm hook. You can work it with 4.5 to obtain lightness, I can say. Actually, I am working on this project with 4.5mm hook, and I will work actually with 4.5 for other projects. I will make summer blouse with blouses and cardigans with it. Now, what else? Nothing. Of course, if you buy from my shop these ice yarn or other ice yarn, you can have written instruction for free for so many beautiful projects that I designed. This is the let's say gift, the bonus that I am so very happy to give you if you want to be one of my customers. So I put a link below. Just go ahead and watch. If you have questions, that just write me email. Just email me from the home page. Contact us. You can just email. I am the one that I will answer to your questions. So let's get started. First of all, let's see how to work the granny square. I am working with 4.5. We begin with a magic loop like this. And chain 3, chain 1 plus 2 more for the very first double crochet. Now work 2 more double crochets for the first group of 3. We will chain 2 in between and we will work 3 groups more of double crochets, 3 groups of 3 double crochets for a total of 4 groups of 3 double crochets. If we want to work a hexagon, we just begin with 6 groups divided by chain 2, 6 groups of 3 double crochets. Okay, if you want to work a pentagon and so on, so it depends of how many corners you want to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have chain 2, and we stop here. Close the magic loop, insert hook into the third chain of the beginning, chain 3, slip stitch to join. Now let me show you how I begin each of my round. So like this is my chain, insert hook below the chain 2 like this. Now pull the yarn through the chain. And now I am ready to begin. I am in the middle of the chain 2, I chain 3 for the first double crochet, and around the chain 2 I will work 2 more double crochet. And now this is my first group of 3 of the corner. To skip one group of 3 on the side, we will chain 1. So chain 1. Now go into the very next corner, so it's the chain 2, that is the corner, and work 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochet into each of your corner. 2 and 3. Again, to skip on the side one group of 3, you chain 1. So this is the difference, let's say, from a classic granny square, when we always chain 3 chain 2 into the corners and chain 1 to skip a group of 3 double crochets. Okay, and this is the second corner, chain 1, skip the 3 double crochets, and let's go on with the third corner, chain 2. Don't tell me that I'm going too fast, because for the granny square, for God's sake, if you don't know how to work it, then maybe you are not in the right place. Chain 1 and into the last, just work like this. Complete actually with three more double crochets, chain 2, and to finish the round, insert hook into the third chain from the hook and slip stitch to join. Okay, now from the round 3, the same thing, exactly the same thing we want to do, like this. Okay, chain 3 and work 1 and 1 more. Oops, 1 more. Now we have our first 3, chain 1 to skip a group and into the chain 1 of the previous round, work 3 double crochets, and this is how you will work. Chain 1 into the chain 2 space, work 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 more double crochets. Okay, this is how you will continue on for the length and width that you want. Depends on what you want to do. Okay, now let's see how to actually transform it into that unique, beautiful thing. So let's see how to work these vertical lines that gives actually all in this design, because without this, this is only a granny square. Now I already worked completed one side, and I want to show you on the other side, because it's exactly the same thing, how to complete this. It's pretty easy. Now when you want to begin with the contrasting color, just into one of the corners, into the chain 2, one of your chain 2 corner, single crochet, join the yarn and single crochet. Then so let's say that it's here that I began, so just single crochet and join the yarn. Then 3 single crochets into the first 3 into the first group of 3 double crochets, like this. And now what we need to do is to follow this line of our corner. So for the very first side I put the marker because it's easier. Now we will work like this, into the chain 1 vertical bar here until this group of the corner. Then we will skip 1 double crochet, into the double crochet in the middle, another vertical bar into this one, and then so on. Into this will be another one. Okay, so we will work these vertical bars into each of our into the chain and into the double crochet in the middle of the group, chain, double crochet of the middle of the group. Okay, so let's see how to work it. So when we work the vertical line, we slip stitch into that stitch. So this is my chain, I will slip stitch into it, and to work my first vertical bar I will chain 3. So work nice and loosely. Now come around the double crochet in the middle and slip stitch to join. And now I will turn back like this. So with the yarn under the hook, just turn back and work on your 3 chains, 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And this is my first vertical line. Now I will go back on my border, and into the double crochet in between I will single crochet. Now here I have my double crochet in the middle, so it's here that I will work my next vertical bar, slip stitch again, and when we begin the vertical bar from a double crochet, not from a chain, we chain 1 and slip stitch around the double crochet. And now we chain 3 and we go down around the double crochet here. And this is my last double crochet where I have to work, because this is the corner group of 3. So into the corner group of 3 we always stop. It's here that we stop always. Okay, so just turn and work your slip stitches into each of your 3 chains. And because we also did a slip stitch here at the beginning, I just want to slip stitch into that slip stitch too. Okay, so I just want to slip stitch here into the slip stitch. And now I will return again my work, and I'm back, and I will single crochet into the next double crochet, and I am again into the chain where I will slip stitch and work my next vertical bar. Slip stitch, chain 3, and now we will go on till this one. This is the corner until this one. Chain 3 and around the double crochet, just slip stitch. Now again chain 3 and go around the double crochet and slip stitch, and this is the end of my vertical bar, because it's here that I have the group of the corner. Then I will work until here, and so on. Now with the yarn under the hook, always under the hook, turn your work and go back with 3 slip stitches into the 3 chains. 1, 2, nice and loose you have to work. Okay, now into the slip stitch we slip stitch, and again into the chain 3. In each of them we will just chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now we have another slip stitch here. No, we don't have, we are at the end. Okay, so we finish another vertical line. We insert hook into the first single crochet of the next group, and we double crochet and we single crochet. We insert hook into the second, and here we slip stitch, chain 1 and slip stitch around the double crochet, and from here we begin and we go into this one. We can put a marker if you need, so you can put a marker so you will know where to stop. So this will be my vertical bar. Let me show you. It's chain 3 and we go down, slip stitch, chain 3, and we go down and slip stitch here. And we want to turn back from here, so we just turn back and we just work, we just slip stitch 1, 2 and 3. And into the slip stitch we slip stitch. So 3 slip stitches into the 3 chains and 1 slip stitch into the slip stitch. Okay, now because we begin with a chain and the slip stitch, we slip stitch into the last one too. Okay, single crochet into the last of the group, double crochet and into the chain, slip stitch, and let us begin another. Here it is. I will go down here, and it's here that I will work my next line, my next vertical line. Okay, so will be longer, with 3 chains longer. Chain 3, skip into the double crochet and slip stitch to join. Chain 3, skip into the middle double crochet into the group below and slip stitch. Chain 3 and skip into the last and slip stitch and turn. I turn my work and always with the yarn below the hook, and I slip stitch 3 times into my 3 chains and then slip stitch into the slip stitch. Then again slip stitch 3 times into my chains and slip stitch into the slip stitch, like this. And this is how we will go on. Now I am at the end, turn and single crochet into the next double crochet and slip stitch into the next, because here we will work another vertical bar. Look at this. Isn't it just lovely? Okay, so I will go into this one, and this is the last double crochet where I will slip stitch. So let me show you. It's from here 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's that I begin with the double crochet, so I will chain 1 and slip stitch. Then we go on with chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, and again chain 3, slip stitch. From here, so turn with the yarn under like this. Okay, and now let's go on with 1, 2 and 3. Into the slip stitch we go, and we work 1 more slip stitch, and again 1, 2 and 3. And because we began with 1 chain and a slip stitch, we will slip stitch into the last one. So we slip stitch into the last, and here we are. Now we have to single crochet into the next double crochet, and here we are into the next chain. We slip stitch because we will begin another vertical line. And to begin this, we just have to go with the marker from here into the next group. So this is the line that we have to follow. As you can see, I already have the line on the other side that I followed. And I have to continue on like this until the longest line on the side, which will go till this marker. So we have the 4 on the first round. Here we'll have 2. This is my longest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so I will just continue on like this. Let me show you one more time. So I am into the chain. Here I just begin with chain 3 and I skip directly below into the double crochet, then chain 3 again and skip into the double crochet in the middle below of the group of 3, chain 3, and I will go to the marker. So if you just continue on like this and you put the marker into the next group where you have to finish the line, it's easier because you don't have to do, can you see? You don't have to do any effort to understand where to, okay, where to finish actually your line, and to turn and come back with your slip stitch. Okay, into the slip stitch with slip stitch. It's simple, but it gives a so beautiful design. If you like to work lap gowns or tablecloth or cover, chair cover, cushions, so many beautiful, or bags, why not? So it's a design that you can use in so many beautiful projects. Okay, I'm working here on a little doily for my table, and I want to put some tassel in the four corners, and that's it. Okay, so I am ready. I am at the beginning of a next one, so I will single crochet into the next double crochet, slip stitch into the next chain one, because when we begin on the double crochet we chain one, and slip stitch directly into this one. Now don't forget, at least at the beginning, until you understand how to work it, don't forget to just go on and switch, take off the marker and put it into the next group of 3, like this, until you reach this marker. Okay, and now I'll just continue on with my 1, 2, 3. So work nice and loosely. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I go below and I slip stitch 1, 2, 3, and again below into the previous row, and I slip stitch, and 1, 2, 3, I go below and I slip stitch, and now I am ready to turn because I already slip stitch into the last group. I turn, I have the yarn under so I can begin. Okay. Okay, and now we have to slip stitch into the slip stitch because we began with a double crochet. We single crochet into the next double crochet and we slip stitch into the chain because chain 3, and we go down. Don't forget to this into this one. Okay, now let me continue on till the middle when I will work this one, and then I will show you how to continue on this side. So I am almost ready. Here I had my longest line, and then I went back till the end. I have to work 2 more lines, these 2 little one, and then I will go on the next side, look at this side. Isn't it just beautiful? Imagine a beautiful, oh my gosh, yes, a beautiful scarf with something maybe a little bit a thinner yarn, obvious, but it's just lovely. But for now, let us finish our oh, where is my marker? I don't need it anymore because I have only these two, but I use it, and please use it so you will know. Always put it into the stitch where you have to finish your line. 1, 2, 3, and we go like this. We slip stitch 1, 2, 3. No, it's just this one. Okay, slip stitch and turn. And work on the chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And on the slip stitch, because here we are here, yes, it's perfect. And I just want to single crochet and into the chain I will work my last line. 1, 2, 3, it's here, and that's it. I finish another side. I finished it, and I'm so very happy because I really love it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and now what we have to do is exactly what we did at the beginning. We single crochet into the last 3 before the corner. 1, 2, 3, and into the corner we single crochet, chain 2, and 1 more single crochet. And now we will continue on the other side. I will continue on the other side with, I will begin again with 3 single crochet on the first 3 double crochets, and now I'm ready to begin with my lovely design. And as you can see, this is one side already finished. It's so beautiful, believe me. No, you don't have to believe me, just watch. It's so beautiful. It changes everything. This is not a granny square anymore. It's something lovely, beautiful, extraordinary. Okay, now that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you will work something with this my idea. It's I am working on a tablecloth, but you can work anything else. So you can work bags, cushions, carpets, and so on. So as I said before, you can find this yarn, and this is just perfect. I will use it. So if you like to work blankets, this yarn is perfect for you. But it's perfect for summer blouses. It's perfect for so many beautiful things, as you can see. And there is also the bulky one, so natural cotton bulky, and it's absolutely lovely. Just try it. I put the link below. Just go ahead and try it. It's absolutely beautiful. Now what I want to say is that if you want to share with me some projects that you worked following one of my tutorials, you can just join my community, crochet community on Facebook. It's my group. It's Crochet with Oana, and we are very happy to have you there. So just join, and you can just see other projects, or you can just be inspired by something else, or you can share yours. And there I put also information about the yarns, sales, and the yarns that are my selection of yarns in closeout that are really beautiful, and so on. Some projects that you can have a written instruction for free if you buy the yarn from me, and so many things. So that's it. Follow me on my Facebook page too, where you can private message me if you have questions, or if you want to share with me some photos of your projects made following my tutorials. So don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss another video of mine if you like them. And of course, see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.